guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Jayda. Do well to subscribe if this is your first time on my channel, and please like this video, okay? So today's video, I'll be reacting to a video I saw, and it's titled "What Would the World Do Without the Philippines?" You guys, I was so happy. Like 2 days ago I came across this video and I said to myself I would definitely react to this video. I have a reason why. Okay, I have two reasons why I'm reacting to this video. In my country, okay, I'm from Nigeria. A lot of you know I'm from Nigeria, but I live in the Philippines. I've been studying here for over 4 years. So people back in Nigeria, they just always find a way to say something trashy, especially when you tell them you live in the Philippines or you are schooling in the Philippines. They have no idea about the Philippines, but they find a way to say something trashy. Really? Secondly, I have an uncle. I'm 100% sure he has not made any research about the Philippines, but he always finds a way to condemn the Philippines to my dad. He's always saying this, and I feel like it's so annoying. He's never been here, he doesn't know about it, but because it's not a European country, he feels like it's nonsense, you know. So I saw this video, and the lady, I think she's not from Philippines, but she reacted to what would the world do without the Philippines. And you guys, I was amazed by all she said. In fact, there were some things I never knew about, and I'll be reacting to that video now. I hope that you guys will enjoy this vlog. So I'm going to be listening to it, and then I'm going to like insert it on the screen so that you guys can hear as well. So I'll be using like this, okay? So let's react to this video, okay? So I'll be starting now, playing the video.
There is one country in the world that is taken for granted more than any other place.
True, the Philippines is taken for granted more than any other place. It really is taken for granted.
This country is home to the kindest individuals with an incredible love for life. They're responsible for inventing video calls, baby incubators for rural areas, and they also play a massive role in the invention of chips that we use in so many of our computers today.
I never knew that the Philippines were involved in all this. Really, I had no idea. This is my first time hearing this, so let's go on, guys.
This country has citizens living all over the world to help you and I, to help the elderly, the sick, the poor, and many of them go totally unnoticed. When I told you that they are taken for granted, I meant it. With scarce opportunities, many family members make the tough decisions to go and work overseas so that they can better provide for their loved ones. The Filipino government has capitalized.
So some time back, I don't know if it was this year or last year, I reacted to a video and I said that the Philippines can do anything for their family. Like the Filipino people, they could travel abroad just to like work hard and send money back to their family. Anyways, the same thing in my country, but I feel like you're so good with this.
On this phenomenon and is actively exporting people for profit, bringing over $30 billion a year into the country. In fact, the Philippines is the top supplier of nurses in the world.
Everyone knows this, like the Philippines produces like the top nurses. Like if you go to the US, like a lot of them are Filipino nurses, so we know all this and we cannot deny that.
With about 25% of all overseas nurses coming from the country. And especially now, during COVID, the demand for Filipino caregivers and nurses is higher than ever. Without the Philippines, the world might look something like this. We would lose 7,641 islands.
7,641 islands in the Philippines, okay? Take note of this.
With a total landmass of 300,000 square kilometers. These breathtakingly beautiful islands are known for their agriculture, and they're home to over 35% of the world's coral reefs.
Coral reefs.
Without the Philippines, we would lose an invaluable amount of the dwindling supply of coral reefs that we have left. The luscious soil on the islands is so rich and fertile that crops can be planted all year round. So with no Philippines, there would be a huge shortage in the production of imported coconuts, bananas, and tropical fruits from all around the world. As a blossoming and developing tech giant, the Philippines is known as the text capital of the world, where the country sends in excess of 400 million text messages every single
400 every single day in the Philippines messages. Can you guys see this?
Day. And just so you could get a sense of how much I love this country, there are two things that you should look at. One, the heart-wrenchingly intimate care that families give their elders.
Really, no jokes about this. Like the Philippines, they specifically respect the elderly people here. Even when you're on a queue, as long as there's an elderly person standing there, they will definitely attend to them. In fact, I think that they have discounted sales for the senior citizens, and really awesome. They respect them a lot.
As a country with massive poverty issues, many families are not able to afford care. So caring for those who have reached an older age has become deeply embedded in the backbone of their society. Young children are often taught to greet their elders with a gesture called mano po to express profound respect.
So mano po, like that, they greet like that. Okay, awesome. You know, I knew about this from the movies I used to watch back home in Nigeria. I would watch a lot of Filipino movies and I would see them greet like this. Okay, so let's go on.
The Philippines is the gold standard in Asia for how women should be treated in society. The Global Gender Gap Rankings Index had New Zealand and the Philippines directly competing for the top 2 spots over the past 10 years, blowing other East Asian countries far out of the water, beating the US and many other mainstream developed countries by a long shot. The bottom line is that without the Philippines, the world would be less flavorful.
Without the Philippines, the world would be less flavorful. Okay, you hear that?
And not nearly as charming, and definitely a lot less magical. So in order to sustain one of the most important and resourceful places on the earth, as much as we need them, we also have to meet that need with an equal measure of appreciation. Living in the Philippines is not always easy. There are people living in very tough situations, and there are many places that are soaked in poverty. And that's why so many families are making the sacrifice of sending their loved ones overseas. In the beginning of this video, I said that the Philippines is the place in this world that is most taken for granted, and I stand by that statement. A big part of my company, Regan Hillier International, is employing people within the Philippines. These people are a very big part of my heart, and I made this video to show my massive gratitude to one of, I believe, the best countries on the planet. Please join me in thanking the Philippines, and write "Thank you Philippines," maybe even tag in a Filipino who you know and love and who you want to acknowledge today. Let's share this video.
Wow, you guys, this was awesome. Anyways, I'm also reacting to this video to say thank you Philippines. Thank you Philippines. Philippines is just a wonderful place to be in, and if you're in the Philippines, then you're the luckiest. Okay, this country is awesome. The people are kind, they're nice, and really I only have good things to say. And again, I'm grateful to the Philippines for my life, for what I've achieved and what I'm yet to achieve. Okay, so I'm grateful to the Philippines, and thank you Philippines. So down in the comment section, just leave a hashtag and also say thank you Philippines. Okay, everyone should say thank you Philippines. Okay, so if you got to this point of this video, the end word for this video would be thank you Philippines. Okay, so you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed knowing about the Philippines, especially to the people back in Nigeria that have no idea about this country. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, and thank you, Philippines. Do make sure you like and subscribe, okay?